Severe weather. Are you prepared? Stay tuned for this Honda generator review. Bailed me out. Hey guys, really quick video. This is actually a video of opportunity, so it's going to be kind of a dirty to the point video. Last night we had some storms roll through. We lost power. Usually when I've lost power around here, it's back within 8 hours. Woke up this morning, no power yet, and it was sounding like no hopes of power for 2 to 3 days. So being that I have the freezer full of meat, I didn't want to risk it, so I went and rented a generator from Kimp's. That's the store I deal with. So wanted to do a quick little dirty review on it. So right now we'll just kind of go give you a walk around of the machine, and then I'll go through some specs, and I'll do that inside. It's getting kind of windy and stuffy out. So the power did just come back on, so I just turned the generator off. But what we have is the Honda EU2200I inverter. It has got 2 outlets. They are 120 volt 15 amp outlets. It's got some lights here for alerts. So we got the oil check, overload alarm, and output indicator. And I haven't seen that overload alarm go. It is Bluetooth, which I have used that. It has eco mode, and then some surge protector. And it has the CO alarm built into it. It does run on gas. It's a pull start. I don't know if I can do this without pulling it off of here, but it's really easy to start. Barely any effort. And it's actually rather quiet. We'll see how this comes out on the video actually, but it's not too bad. I'll actually shut it off. Now, what this has been running is that freezer, that little fridge, and pardon the mess. It's kind of a mess over here because I've been running wires. It's running the big fridge inside. It's running my laptop, my 2 monitors, and that charger. Alright, so now that I'm back in where it's somewhat more comfortable, the power just came on, so it's still a little stuffy in here, but gotta get all that humidity out of here. So, I'm sorry, we're back in the office. I know I promised you guys we'd do more outside, but it's hot, it's sticky, I'm tired, it's been a long couple days. Just go through a couple things on, I am looking up here on the screen. Go through a couple things, the features of these Honda generators. So we already went through that it's got that 121cc engine. It is super quiet, and they advertise it as being quieter than the normal conversation, which you kind of heard that it's pretty quiet. I was very surprised, and to be honest, it wasn't really pulling much power either. So we'll go over again what I had running on it. It has that co-minder, which is an advanced carbon monoxide detection system. So it's always monitoring carbon monoxide. Now, I did open up the garage, obviously, when I had that on there, turned on in the garage. I did also have the back door shut, but I did have 2 extension cords, so it wasn't all the way. I could still kind of smell it in that hallway, but I wasn't too worried about that. The starting of it was simple. I mean, I barely even had to put any effort into it. It was a light pull, and it started right up. First try, no priming, no choking, nothing. Just turn it on, go. As for figuring it out, I really didn't get a lesson on what to do with it. So, didn't really need a lesson on what to do with it. I plugged 2 extension cords in, ran the stuff, things turned on. So it was really intuitive. One nice feature that I did read about these a little bit earlier too. One nice feature about these generators, is you can double the power. You can run 2 of these generators in parallel. So you would end up with 4,400 watts, and I don't know the math off the top of my head how many amps that is, but double your power, so you could get a little bit extra. Like I said, I had my 2 monitors and a laptop running. I had this tablet plugged in. I had my Dyson fan back there running, the big freezer, the little refrigerator, and the big refrigerator. And it was barely pulling any power. I mean, when a couple of the refrigerators or the freezer and refrigerator would spike up with power, I would see it jumped up to about 1,100 watts. Otherwise, it was sitting right around 200, 300. When the kitchen refrigerator kicked in, it jumped up to 600, but I never really went higher than that. So I had a lot of room to play there with other items that I could have put on. To me, those were the most important things. So I talk a lot with my hands. One of the nice things that I found with this thing, and let me scroll up here, it has the Honda My Generator app. Now, if we look up somewhere, I should have some screenshots or stuff from my phone on it. It's a really nice little app. I mean, there's no display on the actual generator to tell you what's running, so it's all in the app. So it is Bluetooth, so it does have a limited range. I mean, I wouldn't be able to look at it here in the office with the generator in the garage. I had to basically be in the kitchen or closer. You can shut it down from there. It gives you maintenance alarms, tells you how many hours, tells you what the usage is. You cannot start it from there. It does not have the remote start. As I said, it was pretty light. They say it has an easy oil change. I won't have to worry about oil changing on this one. Has a fuel shut-off switch. Holding it, moving it, it's not heavy, but it's sturdy. It's got durability. You can feel that there's quality in it. Now, I have a Honda lawnmower. I do like Honda equipment. So I do like this one, and this is, I would look at one of these. Actually, I think I'd look at a 5K version of it, just to make sure that, worst case scenario, like if this happened in the winter, I could have some heat running, maybe a couple other things, and I'm looking at a transfer switch. This is the 3rd time this has happened, and I'm sick of it. As for my overall impressions, I think it was a beast. I mean, it really saved the day here. It wasn't using as much power as I thought. Well, my equipment wasn't using as much power out of it. It was the perfect little machine, and I get pretty brand loyal, so I like Honda. I think Honda's got good quality. I've had the Honda lawnmower for quite a while. I have never had a problem with it. I've heard about these Honda generators, the good quality, and I think that is the route I would go with it. I mean, Champion's a good name. They do have the remote start, but I believe once you get into the upper tier Hondas, it has a remote start. This one, I know for a fact I could take this up north and this would power my whole camper in the event of a power outage. So as for powering my whole house, which I would probably want the refrigerators, the freezers, the sump pumps, the office, and the bedroom at the very least, and some heat. Those are the things I would want at the very least. I think this thing would struggle to do all of that. I mean, it's summer, so I don't need heat, but that would probably include my network cabinet. I would have that hard-lined into it. So overall, this is a great little generator. It saves the day when the power goes out. If you guys are looking for a decent generator, a good little backup generator, a generator for camping, and they do have other versions for camping, so the Honda is the way to go, in my opinion. I worked at Cabela's. We used to see the Champions go through. Yeah, Champions are good, but I just don't think they have the same quality that the Honda does. I will put some links down to it. My Amazon affiliate links for it. It was nice to have some pretty heavy-duty extension cords because I was going quite a ways, so farther you go, you want more heavy-duty. So I'll put some links to those, and they're all affiliates. Now, I am renting this. I am paying to rent it, so I'm not getting paid to talk about this or talk it up. I believe this is a great little generator, and if you guys are looking for it, look it up. Thanks.